We are roughly 5 minutes before Campaign 3, Episode 2 begins. I am here, boom, live. They are showing, getting prepared, showing fan art. Boom, here I am, I'm live, I'm here. So I am prepared. I am going to watch this entire thing. I am going to try to survive a whole session and then edit it back in time for when they end up releasing it. I'll release mine alongside, but I'm here. I would just like to give a big thank you to the continuous support I see on my other Critical Role videos. I don't know how often I will be watching Critical Role stuff and then making videos out of them, because I have a lot of other stuff to do, though I will do them when I can. So, that is just a heads up, but big thank you, and where am I? Trying to think on my thoughts. Yeah, I truly don't know. Oh, that was a fucking bismuth forest. I literally, oh wow, they just showed, somebody did a fan art where it was a bismuth forest, and I referenced that in a video. Not a bismuth forest, but doing something with bismuth. Maybe it was a forest, but they got a lot of cool fan art. So I will return when it is time to begin. So yeah, see you there.
I'm Matthew Mercer. Hold on a second. Hold on. Glub, 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 glub. Don't you make a sound effects a lot? I don't know. I was trying.
Not monsters. Water.
No way to open.
This reminds me, I should drink more water. Thank you, Robbie. I think that's all of our announcements. So let's all jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
Here we go.
On the continent of Marquette, disparate destinies begin to intertwine.
Okay.
As a few small groups of companions whose lives had folded together all begin to converge within the center of the Odiran Wilds, amongst the various spires of the central city of Drusar. Upon wandering your ways through the city streets, suddenly there was a commotion. It looks like a cart. Something had detonated and sent it onto its side and let loose a cadre of enchanted utensils and furniture. Followed him to the estate of Lord Esteros. Upon being led into the somewhat dusty and dark interior, led by a woman named Evelyn, to a study, and upon pitching yourselves as possible allies, hires, if you will, Lord Esteros stood from his chair, turned to you all, and said essentially, "Show me." Then, clutching his cane, rushed you. So,
They're in the battle.
that being the case,
They're
friends,
starting off with a battle.
I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Yeah, here it is. They start, oh my god.
Oh shit.
Ooh, the lights are changing. Matt is getting a map.
Oh my god, this is
Getting
immediate.
it. When that ended on a cliffhanger, that was great.
Tight quarters.
Alrighty, so you all kind of standing across on the opposite end.
Yes, why did I take this shit? I'm like doing close quarters.
20 to 15.
19.
18.
18.
So,
What's your terms?
So right now, he's getting the order they're going to go in.
I go first.
Oh, wow.
So Ashton, then who? Then
Letters.
me, Imogen, Fern, letters.
Wait. Imogen, Fern, letters?
Imogen for yeah.
All right, and who's left? All right, what we got?
5.
14.
One of those is better than the other.
That is true.
Dorian and Bertrand.
Oh,
Bert himself.
Birdie.
Alrighty, friends.
I'm in the fight.
Yo, it kind of
So,
makes sense that he
the
goes
moment
last,
that you
'cause
watch Lord Esteros kind of grit his teeth,
He's kind of
you know,
testing the rest of them.
tusks
so
firm under his
he
lower
already
lip.
knows
You can
what
see
Bertrand is
the
capable of.
deep-set wrinkles under his eyes
Lord
and the
Light.
intensity of a person that's probably seen some combat, though his dark burgundy kind of smoking robe seems to belie his very formalized and trained stance. He darts forward, but at the top is Orem with Laudna on deck. What are you doing?
Orem is going to rush forward and roll 10 feet directly in front of Sir Bertrand Bell.
Right there?
Right there, pulling sword out as soon as he gets up to his feet, shield out, and will say, "We really don't have to do this." And I'm going to hold my action and strike at him if he rushes me or anyone behind me.
You got it. All right, that finishes your go, holding your action. Laudna, you're up with Ashlyn
Okay,
on
they're
deck.
playing this serious. This is cool.
Wait, you just held your action?
I'm
He's trying to
defending the
strike
group.
if he needs to.
All right, I'll help with that. I'm gonna cast Hex on him.
Alrighty, he is.
I think Laudna.
Oh, shit! Sending a cloud of black smoke and fog. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast him as well.
Alrighty, go for
Eldritch
it. Roll the attack.
Blast. Whoa, Cthulhu shit.
Eldritch Blast for a 20.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, shit, what do I roll? What am I?
You'll find out. Challenge and chair.
9 total.
9 damage. Got it. As he's darting forward and Orm kind of stepping the way, you see he begins to slow a bit, kind of giving a look over, and as he does, hitting the shoulder, he's pushed back for a second, and you can see a bit of a dark energy kind of spiral off and dissipate after shoulder.
And I take that as the dark energy flies off, I yank it right back through him for Hex damage, 2 points. And not forget how Hex works, right? You get to add a d6
Yep,
with Hex.
d6 when you damage,
Okay,
that's
okay.
correct.
Clean. Yeah, Laudna is a clean character. I love
okay.
Laudna. Said I must
Lord
have
Esteros goes,
a weird fetish for the macabre.
Furthest away in the room ever.
Yo, he must be really strong to 1v8 them. That's all I'm saying.
Into the shadows.
That's horrible.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Terrible.
So Laudna's turn's done. Ashton, you are up.
Attack my own.
Oh hell yes! I'm going to range. I'm ranging.
What's your dexterity?
My dex is 15.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
15.
15? Hold that thought. Lord
Okay.
Esteros had the same initiative as you.
Oh,
He's going to go a little bit before you do.
Okay.
Kind of gives you a glance, and
The battle is probably
Is
going
going
to be the best part of
to-
my reaction. I get hyped during these.
he's going to go ahead and rush over this way. He is in range as he rushes past you, kind of heading in the direction towards Bertrand Bell and or Fern over there.
Okay, so this is... First off, it's not a reaction because I said I was going to attack as soon as he rushed.
Correct. Well,
Right.
it uses your reaction to then use the attack.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So would I be able to use action surge on this, or only in a like
Action
a
surge is
straight
only on your turn.
That's fine. So I'm gonna use a maneuver. I'm gonna try to disarm him. That is
See,
low.
coming
where
up
that
with
came.
strats.
Weird. All my
no.
weapons are not on my
Everything's
character sheet for
gone.
some reason, but they're probably not on the paper. That's a 15 to hit, if I remember correctly.
15 to hit. As you go ahead and swing your sword towards him, the cane comes back, and you see sparks fly off as he immediately parries it to the side, the blade deflected.
Whoa.
Momentum carries. As soon as you react and look back, he's already gone.
Got it.
And he is rushing over towards Bertrand and Fern over here.
More fun though, right?
And is immediately going to go ahead.
Just waiting for the fern voice to come out of that beard.
Can I get you a Boilermaker?
Bonus action.
Bonus.
Rush past both of you
No.
towards the one that immediately struck him, kicking the chair over. You, Bertrand.
Reaction.
Get an attack of.
Yeah, you both get reaction attacks of opportunity if you want them.
Okay.
Opportunity attacks. Older edition.
We're hitting them, right? Yeah, we're hitting them. Of course we are. Old friends of mine. That's anus. That's 12.
Woof, going wide. He's a massive figure, even with his age. he still manages to move with an incredible, unexpected speed. And
That's
all of
what
a sudden,
I like about old
as,
characters.
Laudna, as you duck into the corner and turn around, he's right there in front of you, and is going to go ahead and unleash
I'm
a
picturing
barrage of
this.
strikes with the cane. Natural one on the first one, though, and hits the top of the edge of the desk, and it splinters, wood flying wide, but it manages to deflect enough where you can duck out of the way. The second strike towards you, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Shield.
As he goes for a second strike down towards you with the cane, this arcane barrier flashes and blasts off with a flash, and he goes, he's going to spin around and make his third strike against you, Fern.
Nice.
That is going to be a
Cool.
19 hit.
That's you, Travis.
Me? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that hits.
Okay.
That's you, Travis.
I touch my packs all the time.
Me?
That will be
Nice separation.
Yeah, let's go through together.
13 points of bludgeoning damage as you get beamed right in the back of the skull as you're turning over to try and figure out how you got out of your range so quickly, and then whack, everything goes white for a second, and you hear that high-pitched whine as you had your bell rung. Not
Oh.
you. That's going to go ahead and finish his turn for the moment. That brings us to Imogen with Fern on deck.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah,
Ash.
I was about to say.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you're
no.
the same time as him. My bad.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Well, here we go. We're gonna rage,
Rajay.
and we're raging. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Barbarian. Here we go.
Ashton begins to kind of flicker a bit with a blue image and a red image on either side that keep popping out a bit.
3D.
Yeah, a little bit.
Put on your glasses. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Altering
charge
reality.
right in to see if I can get some flanking.
Adjacent to him are Laudna and Fern, and they're both on opposite sides.
Okay, well I'll get in as close to the bookcase as possible to just try and.
That's as close as you can get right there.
I'll get there.
On the
And then reckless attack. It's yeah, that hits. That's I hope that hits. 27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Cool.
Yo.
So that's.
Talisman's killing it
And
with
I'm
this
also
Ashton
gonna put
character.
a chaos burst into this.
Certainly.
Oh,
So
damn.
that's.
Let's see the roll. Let's see the roll. I just automatically fucking. I got so tense. I
That's
crossed my
17
fingers for
points
it.
of damage plus 17 points of damage plus 6 points
I was one off.
of lightning damage.
I was one
Nice.
Big spark comes right out of that hammer.
Let's go.
You see the arcs of energy kind of spidering around his body.
Ooh, I see it. Oh, so sick. I'm
so
seeing
excited.
it like an anime. in my head.
All right, does it finish your turn?
Yep.
All right, now it is Imogen's turn with Fern on deck.
To the other side, to wear like a bear rug.
Okay.
I'm trying to get away.
I'm like seeing this
him.
play out as
Six.
it's
I-
happening.
that's as
Is
far as
my
I can go.
fucking psychic
I know.
ability
I'm gonna
seen the
stand on
episode
trinket.
already.
Oh no!
Tap
And I'm
into the
gonna
Akashic
open up
records.
my mind to all of the sounds that are filling my head, and I'm gonna send it over to him, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, all right.
Try to overwhelm him.
So they
That's a wisdom saving throw.
be a
Does
failure.
he got a mind?
So
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna say,
3d6
does he got
of
an
psychic
iron
damage.
mind?
Oh shit.
11, 15 points of psychic.
15 points of
He's gonna tap out, isn't he?
must
Right? He's
imme-
only testing them. This isn't a
Must
full
immediately
battle.
use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
He's pretty far from you. He can move further into that corner. So as you release the extent of these creeping whispers that normally kind of hint around the periphery of your perspective at any given point in time, and thrust them out to his mindscape, you watch him duck and then like slam his shoulder into the wall, and is now kind of pushed into the far corner of the room, barely visible in the dark shadows of the chamber. Does that finish your turn? Alrighty, finishing Laudna's go.
Okay, she's
At least this isn't a
Alright.
dire battle-like situation. I don't think he's
Fresh
trying to
grass,
kill
you're
them,
up.
so the battle's gonna end.
Sorry,
soon.
Fern's up in the
me.
fresh grass.
I think he's just testing them,
Okay,
so it's gonna.
so,
it has to end soon.
I'm gonna turn around,
Oh boy. Go Cowboys.
and I'm gonna
Come on!
say, I really don't like hurting a man, but I will. And I'm gonna produce a flame blade in my hand and try to
She got the beard on.
just
I
stab
see where
him
they're
right
dying.
right in the gut.
So, this large arced blade of fire emerges from your hand as you then, to strike him, you have to move in. Mission Prince go, now you're up.
All right. Fresh grass is within 30 feet of everybody, right?
Seems to be, yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna
he's a healer,
help everybody out a little bit and cast Bless. Be optimistic. Of all the isms, optimism is the most optimistic. And then I'll roll towards Orem a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
I am going to
fresh cut grasses.
and he's back right there.
Has to be low.
I am just gonna close the distance in between him, and I'll get right behind him. I believe.
Pretty
All
durable.
right, so you're now
right?
closing the distance and kind of pincering him, moving next to Ashton, and he is now between you and Laudna in the corner.
Yeah, and I haven't
he's a
drawn sword yet.
bard.
I've got behind me where I've got my lutes. I've got I twist a little thing at the top right where the tuning things are, and I pull out my moon-touched scimitar. And I am gonna take. I'm gonna take a big upward strike at his back.
Go for it.
Not great. Yeah, that's gonna be 11.
11, unfortunately.
Is he playing?
You go to swing, and unfortunately, with all the furniture in the way, and him kind of like pushing against the way, clutching his head from the dissonant whispers that are currently rocketing through his mind, he manages to push his arm out right as you go to strike, and it hits you in the wrist and kind of deflects the attack.
All right. Well, second time's a charm. Sheesh, very bad. Stick to performance. That's a 13. Yeah.
13. The second strike, you come around, and all of a sudden, as you're coming around with a large arc with your axe, catches your wrist, not even looking at you, and just kind of turns back.
Boss move.
Oh no.
Everyone else was fighting. I'm sorry.
All right, that finishes Dorian's go. Bertrand, you're up with Orm on deck at the top of the next
I'll
round.
see him catch the hand axe and be like, yes, you're all doing very well. Show him what Bertrand Bell and his sorcerous swords have to offer, and I'll just very jauntily make my way towards the fireplace. And I don't know if there's whiskey or brandy or anywhere, but I'll just post my elbow up on the mantle and offer encouraging
He's
words.
just getting cold because he's an old man.
There,
You're doing well.
okay. Nerves of steel, that boy. All right, is that your turn?
That's it.
You got it. You're up.
See, him and Mercer
watches that, just goes
part of this, right? So,
and then turns,
maybe,
and
like, things that the rest
Orem
of the
makes a
cast doesn't
diagonal
know?
straight at the bookshelf and leaps and clings to a bookshelf
like,
and
make the
hangs from
story
it
go more
and
smoothly,
slashes down on his weapon. That hits. That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, so that is 8
Liam
plus
feeling
14 damage, and he has to make a strength save.
That would be a 19.
Oh,
yeah,
he
the
saved.
whole
So
party's
action
in the
surge.
Strong dude.
I've just slashed down, and I'm going to try to knock it back up with the second
You got
swipe.
it.
That is a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, same deal.
Good try.
And he's just like hanging, going, sorry.
All right,
That's
that
the
finishes your go. Laudna, you're up.
Orm is like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Orm is
pretty
like
much.
a little Spider-Man.
Kind of taking the dissonant whispers that Imogen just produced, I'm going to take that and magnify it and just say
Spider-Man.
Imogen, and I'm gonna unhinge my jaw, and it appears like my skin starts sucking deeper into my face as black pours out of it and my eyes go black, and I'm gonna do unsettling presence on him as I just reach out for his throat as my bones kind of crick.
Okay.
That's fucking sick.
That is the what
That is
save?
so fucking sick.
It's
That is so sick.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
yes, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, you can't really move either.
Nope.
All right, that finishes your go. It's now Lord Esteros' turn.
I've got temporal morass going.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
What is that?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's just 2021, you guys.
Going?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage that's right because of that.
Yeah.
What the
Rolled higher. So that makes him 14.
What is morass?
13 is the
Yeah, 6 saves.
It's a temporal morass.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you
there's,
sucked the
there's
saving throw?
yeah,
So
unfortunately.
Sorry.
There's a weird blur around him, almost like there's like time seems to shift
Yeah,
to a
time, I
slower
knew
phase
it.
before it
Yep.
ramps back up to where he is angry. Yeah. For his turn, he is going to, glancing up at the hacking from above, he's going to go ahead and do a cane sweep on you.
His will is too strong.
That's 12 even.
12, fail. He takes the cane and woof, just bats your legs out from under you up on top of the bookcase. You hear a crack and where your kneecap is. And as you begin to lose your balance, you feel a hand reach up and grab your chest and throw you onto the ground where he is. You are on the ground at the feet of Laudna and Lord Esteros, at which point he takes both hands on his cane and is going to take a strike with advantage on you. 26 to hit.
For sure.
Not sure if this is going well.
You take...
I am the littlest punching bag.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no.
As it hits you right in the sternum, you feel the air get knocked out of your chest as you're on the ground. He's going to pick it back up, look back at you, Laudna. With that, he's going to go ahead and third strike. Noticing the impact there, kind of frustratedly growl. And is going to make one more strike on you on the ground because that one didn't do as much as he wanted. With advantage, and he's got it there. That'll be 19 to hit.
Hits.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Bonus action, he's going to go ahead and do a second wind. So he manages to
Second wind. Fucking fighter.
You see him begin to kind of get himself fired up once more, and that the impacts and the damage and the windedness of his just first round of combat begins to fade a little bit.
Orm is looking dazed as fuck.
Yeah, wow.
11, 7.
He's now going to action surge.
What?
Natural 20.
Man, calm down!
Tell us it again.
Calm down! This is episode 2!
That was a long time ago.
Somebody get Laura a donut. She's out of control.
The hangry is out of control!
So 5 doubled to 10 plus 4, so 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you. As it hits you upside the head and pushes you into the wall, kind of smashing your head against the wood, and you just see nothing but darkness for a minute. I mean, beyond just the visual perspective of it.
Yeah, you see like a black ink just smear across the wall. Yeah.
Is going to spin back and do a strike behind towards you, Dorian, who he can feel right behind him. That's going to be 21 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Fucking clean. I'm okay.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you in the shoulder and almost knocks you to the ground with the blast, but you catch yourself there. Ooh, that stings. And the final strike is going to go ahead and swing with that same momentum up and try and bring it down into the middle of your shoulders.
Good gravy.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh, for sure.
That's a terrible sound.
Double sixes in that. So that's going to be
Double sixes.
16 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Damn, he's laying
And
into there.
with the force of that
Laying.
impact, it knocks me out cold.
Oh, no!
Wham! Dorian just falls to the ground unmoving.
Oh, boy.
Anybody got a...
What the fuck is going on?
And with that space now free, Lord Esteros begins to step over his body and move.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking cold.
Smudges my cape.
Step over the doormat.
As you move out of your combat range.
So I'm gonna take a quick break and then catch back up, or break to you. I'm taking a moment to tell you. So right now they finished the battle, with the big guy, Bertrand's employer, right? Yeah. And they went to find a place a little bit quieter, according to Laudna and Imogen, I think, is they wanted a quieter place, right? So they went over to the Lantern District, I think, or Lantern, whatever, Lantern Spire. I'm trying to remember everything. Couple funny jokes in between that I laughed at, like Bertrand when Laudna looks at him. More cool shit like I almost said Laura, Imogen spilling the alcohol, or Fern giving him the attitude saying, hey, can you make sure the next time tell us if he was going to test us like that? And then like Ashton trying to make the roll for if he was telling the truth, or Bertrand telling the truth about participating in the other times that he's testing, because Bertrand said that he tested like that in a battle like that several times over like 7 different groups and fought. And I kind of wish I knew if he got the truth out of that, like if he actually was, like he passed his check roll or whatever. I don't know what roll he rolled, because it was almost like he knew instantly what to roll. I think it was investigation check or wisdom check to try to see if he was lying. And I kind of wish he passed for Bertrand to be like, yeah, I'm completely telling the truth, like he's not lying. That'd be cool. And another thing that lined up exactly with what I thought, they gave him. Bertrand said that he feels like he tested them because it was like a way to feel like that battle again, like when they say like an old person feeling young again, like to feel that rush again. And it's almost like he had an innate knowing also, I would like to say, because like the group he was up against, I feel like Bertrand wouldn't just bring anybody, but if there were several past groups before them, then these must be some strong individuals, especially this group. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna continue. Oh no, I forgot Lorna has a dead rat on her. That's another funny thing that just happened. What is it like? Because they were talking about, or Bertrand was asking FCG as he was explaining like the parts of him are like from his dead comrades. And that's actually another thing I wanted to mention was Liam and Orm. I think Orm is becoming my favorite character, but we still have so much to go. So I don't know right now, but Orm is becoming one of my favorite. And the fact that what's his name? Well, Bertrand's employer, because he didn't give them his real name, right? For whispered in Orm's ear something, which is just, it's so cool. I think I made note of that. I don't know if I'm right and remembering that right. I'm kind of trying to stay as along as best as possible and try to catch these parts to record. So yeah, it's cool that they're all catching up right now in, what is this, brunch, I think, because they came outside and it was the morning. It was like, yeah, but yeah, Orm, he's playing Orm so cool. He's playing Orm so cool. I think Orm is my favorite character right now, and he really did his work in the battle. They all did. They all came out clutch, especially Fern and Imogen. I'm trying to get this all out to continue because I'm stopping repeatedly in, So yeah. All right. We're going. I'm going back in. Peace.
Was quite alone for quite some time, and she kind of needed somebody to keep her company, or else she would go insane, especially because it was just me and that voice in her head. He's so silly.
Good job, Pate, you did it. How have we not met before? How long have you been here? Fuck.
Oh, it seems like Ashton is so disciplined to himself. It like reminds me a bit of like of course every single character you could see aspects of yourself, and they, even the characters they play and the actors themselves are, you could see reflections of yourself in them. It's why you resonate with certain people. But what I really like and what I wanted to talk about is I seen someone mention that Travis's character might be killed off. He just started coughing during the conversation, and I don't know if it was Dorian or someone else who said bit of a miner's lung. That would be really cool though if Travis did get killed off. Not as in cool, yeah, kill him, but then he plays a character that's closer to their level, right? Because he's like level 5 and they're level 3 something. I heard something about that, or I seen something about that. But it'd be cool if, yeah, they killed someone off. I also heard Dorian could be killed off too. Dorian's character, well, is it Dorian or fuck? Is Dorian's name Dorian as the character? Well, okay, he's an Air Genasi. The Air Genasi. I'm getting so mixed because I'm trying to stay like really fucking on what I'm talking about in the moments and pause it and then hop back. But I really do like Ashton. Ashton and Orm are two of the coolest right now. And then yeah, they're two of the coolest. And then I really like Laudna. But let's just continue. But yeah, it's just seeming like Travis kind of getting a little bit, And then there was a moment with Bertrand, well, his character, and Fern, and I can't remember what it was, but it was when he mentioned Vox Machina. That shit was funny. So y'all know what I'm talking about if you watched. So yeah, that was funny where he was, I swear, he said something that shit had me weak. And then there was a couple other moments that are happening that had me weak too, but I can't really recall them from memory what was happening because I'm trying to touch on some points that seem a little bit more impactful for me, like on how the story's going, because that almost seemed like he's gonna get sick or something. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna continue. Be back. Boom. we're at the 2-hour break mark. Holy shit, I'm making my way through this. Maybe it would be a lot more efficient if I stopping and recording, but I thought it would be better to do. Okay, I'm doing me. But listen, so far, dope. Let's see everything I can get out before they begin. Touching on the characters again, I think every single character is beautifully crafted this campaign. The other campaigns, I can't speak for them. I didn't watch them, but I'm sure if this is as good as it is, I'm sure the other ones are just as great. I'll go back and watch those whenever I have time. I'm gonna be able to catch this and stay along with this on top of all the other work I do. So that's where we'll stay for now. The one shots are easier to catch because this is going a bit slower. But to start the other campaigns and try to hold on, that's a bit hard to do for mental space and mental capacity and trying to literally keep all these storylines in my head so I know what's going on and give you authentic reactions. So, because if I say certain things wrong, I don't want it to look like, just for your sake, like I'm not paying attention, because I am, the best of my ability with everything I've been up to. So, it's so good right now. This is wow. Actually, new written recaps every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Written recaps. That's cool. Okay, cool. I might actually go watch. I actually don't know if I need the recap on this one, but maybe for the names of the places, because I was gonna say where they're at. The textiles, the something textiles or something, and they're doing an investigation or something. I think the guy, I don't know what to call him. I'm gonna call him E, their employer. Employer. Bertrand's man. Yeah, let's say Bertrand's man has them going on. I think it's still a test job. I don't actually know, and before they actually go into the thing, but they've all made their decision that they're going to sign. I don't know if I said this back in the other clip. And also, what I wanted to say about him doing the little, what is going on here? Hang on, look at this. What? I have it muted because, whatever they're doing during break, no offense, I don't really care about that much. So it's probably like reminding you of sponsors, merch, stuff like that. I kind of just avoid that stuff, do my own thing. But very, very cool. It's very, very good right now. Where did I want to say? Oh, when Bertrand's man did the little staff thing, I knew it. I was going to say, or I wasn't going to say, I'm not recording at the time, so I can't, but I had a whole, I knew it was a truth thing, because like, I knew the whole time it was a test. I knew the entire time. And with him like looking back and forth, smirking at them during their moves, I was like, oh, this is very, very fucking cool. And yeah, when he did the little staff thing, I assumed that's what it was. I assumed it was like a little truth thing to see if they are like honest of heart. And then when Dorian went for the, am I familiar with that sensation he felt earlier, he passed the check and realized that he remembers it at a young age. It was used at a young age. Little gnat. But over here getting distracted. But the little gnat, nice, I'm trying to stay so punctual. This is why I flow on my videos. Listen, alright. He recognized it as a kid. He passed the check, and he did recognize that they would use it on, well, it wasn't specified like that, but you could tell they used it on, he was a kid when he remembered it, and they used it on their family, so it was like a truth thing. Everything's going really cool. A lot of the jokes, I would have to go back to specific moments and show you where, like, I found them funny, but if you could believe me now, they are all hitting. All the jokes are funny. Listening to them, and I catch the ones I can catch right off the bat, and they have me weak. Especially Marisha doing the shit with the rat was so funny, and Fresh Cut Grass talking about when Lorna was like, oh, I have this hammer in case I gotta fix you, and he was, does it talk to? And she was, well, we'll find out. And like, it's really good. Travis is playing Bertrand really well. It was funny when he said, "You're in charge of repairing me." That was cool. I like the whole the ties between this group. I still really do feel like Travis is going to die. I don't know. And a lot of stuff that's happening, I'm actually calling out. I'm noticing, like, it's like I've seen the story before. I don't want to get esoteric for people who aren't too familiar with my other videos, but it's a lot of deja vu, but at least I'm enjoying it if I've seen this in some alternate dimension. But yeah, with that, there's 3 minutes left till they're coming back. I don't have much more to say. I'm going to end this here. I'm probably going to do like the battle was the biggest point of the video that you probably watched. So if you're at this point, thank you. Leave me like a comment down below, maybe even sub if you enjoy just my reactions in general, because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up with me continuously posting Critical Role stuff. But I definitely, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to say too much, but I definitely want to give a big shout out to the community being open, like accepting me with open arms is pretty cool. I'm not really a critter. I'm an honorary critter. I don't want to say I'm a critter. I like to be on the lone wolf side. Nah, communities. But thank you for accepting me into it. And another thing, some things may be getting taken out of context in my other video about like what I'm feeling is friendship from them and stuff like that. Nah, I know what I'm feeling. It's love. I like that, just pure love between each other. And ooh, the bismuth forest popped up again, or like a bismuth mushroom forest. But very cool design for the artist tagged in that one, by the way, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, some things maybe that I've said because I'm just like flowing. When I get into reacting to these videos, I give you the base kind of blank child kid kind of me play laughter. That's the part of myself I tap into. When it comes to the rest of the other parts, you know, I don't want to sound like that person, but like maybe certain things I say they're taken a certain way, and I do intend it like that. Because trust me, if you knew the real me trying to make these videos instead of playing like the this is gonna sound weird, playing the lunar character, it'd be a bit hard to even want to comment on my videos. Trust me, because I'm like that overthinker part of me still exists, and trust me, I think about every nook and cranny and comment and what someone can say all over the place. That it's better I just flow. But trust me, I know the feelings and everything that I get from this. I just say it because I just let myself be taken by the moment and be so into the moment. But if I didn't do that, my videos would be a lot more chaotic than they may appear. It's that divine feminine energy. My divine feminine like just takes over. My divine masculine, when it tries to be too logical, too on shit, I kind of fuck up a lot more because I love to flow now. I have found a flow that's working for me, and yeah. But when it comes to this stuff, that's why it's a bit hard to figure out how to piece the video together. But I'm hoping that this one makes a lot more sense. And yeah, and for me, I'm having a lot more fun with it. And yeah, but pretty much that's it. And we are about to go back in 30 seconds. With that said, after when I come back, or when I pop back, quick editing or quick cut, you know, I will return with kind of a short summary. I think I'm kind of covering big points to me in this. A lot of it is just their journey, just still getting hitting the gear. So I think there's 2 hours left now, right? All right, 8 seconds. I will see you in the next clip. Peace. So right now we are at Team Backdoor TBD. They are investigating the warehouse. They're doing a little stakeout. There's been a lot in with this, you know, a lot of jokes. Fern turning into a crab, funny stuff. Them finding out Dorian can make people invisible. more stuff, more learning the group, more cool things, just more revealing the character. Orm is my favorite character. I see a lot of myself in his character, and I think I've grown a liking to Liam. I think Fern's personality or the way she's doing her character is extremely cute, and how she's almost like kind of like so free, like doesn't almost like care about what she says. Almost, I don't know. She has like this child feeling about her character. It's like I don't know how to explain the personality type really well. And I'm over here melting, but I think Fern is my favorite from the girls. Laudna comes second, Imogen third. There's no really reason why. They're all fucking awesome, but Orm is my favorite character hands down right now. He's the best. And then I would say the Orm. I don't think I could second Ashton. Like Ashton and Dorian and FCG right now, and even Old Man. They're all really they're I like how they're doing it. They're playing their characters very well, but there also seems like they're kind of being a little bit like, it seems like however they're playing the characters, well, okay, they are also really professional and have invested a lot of time into many other characters. So, but they are making it seamless, but at the time it seems more relaxed. I don't have work to compare it to than the one shots. And I don't know if I've seen all of them on the one shots. I think I may have. And Undeadwood. They seem like they're, so comparing it to that, they seem in this the most relaxed I've ever seen them. I like how they're flowing. These characters flow really well together. That's all I can really say. It's going to be more repetitive stuff, but pretty much there's a couple jokes in there. I think like when Dorian tried to put Laudna, oh man, I'm gonna forget the names because I'm just so all over the place. It is 1:41 or 1:49 a.m. I don't know where I'm at because you can't click the bar, but I'm gonna continue right now. And yeah, that's my pit stop. All right, peace. Oh nah, them doing the voice. Okay, that's funny. Orm has no idea what's going on inside as he's inside, invisible. And another funny thing is he said when Laudna communicates with him with the voice, is it going to sound creepy and weird? So when she said, Orm, how you doing? He freaked out. But then Travis and all them started doing like the trailing voice behind her. They were, how are you doing? That shit was funny. That shit is good. This is great. This is great so far. All right, I'm going to continue.
For joining us. Happy Halloween. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
That was cool. Okay, so with it all fresh in my mind and all those confusing clips I just left you with, I will say this. That was awesome. So Critical Role. Okay. Let me grab this. Okay, 1 second. Bear with me. Trust me. Bang. Okay. So to sum it all up. Okay. So I love how chaotic the end was. Spoilers. This is everything after. So hopefully you've picked up that there will be spoilers. And I will say this, and hopefully I do not stutter because there's 100,000 things racing through parts of my mind. At the end there, when he mentioned that Orm is kind of going through a sensory deprivation chamber, that's actually very funny that Matt mentioned that because my cousin said I should do one of those. And yeah, that seems actually cool where you just kind of, I think you just float there in water and you can't really tell. It's like, or I don't know if it's in water, but you're in something where you can't, it's really just you and your consciousness. So it's really a meditative state it puts you in. So if you're already good with meditation, it'd probably be nothing to you. Same like when I see those YouTubers do like staying in the most quiet room. It'd be really simple if you're a master with your meditation and imagination. But that's a conversation for another time. So, on topic. I'm tired. It is 2:09 a.m. as I am shooting this. And when you're seeing this, it'll probably be next Monday. It'll probably be Monday by now when you're seeing this. But, oh, so amazing. I stand by everything I said. I think there were a couple sexual jokes there, which some slipped my mind, and they were all funny. All the jokes, I can tell you right now, all the jokes hit. And just like, I don't know if I actually recorded me. Oh, I didn't record me watching the episode 1. I literally rolled out of my chair the first episode when everything was going on, and the same thing happened for these jokes. I was weak. It was a great little Halloween experience. I didn't even know that it fell on Halloween. Is today Halloween? I can't remember. Well, when you're watching this, is it the 28th? Let me see. Halloween. Oh, that hurt. One of those air bubbles that get stuck. Shake it out. Roll a natural 20 to reduce pain. Sunday. Oh, it's October 31st. Okay. I should have known that. I'm losing track of time. What is time? But truthfully, let's go through the characters. Actually, I'm glad I got a notification on my phone because I can bring this up. I'm trying not to waste your time. Boom. Still got the screenshot. Bertrand, staying true to his role, still kind of like a shifty old man. His past isn't too all the way there, but I don't think the rest of the cast minds. Ashton likes to be on his ass about it. I like Bertrand. Dorian, I don't know if the person playing Dorian's name is Dorian. I think I might be wrong. And his character's starting to grow on me. Dorian is starting to grow on me. Laudna, like I keep saying, think it's the macabre. I think I've got a weird thing with darkness. And when her character was introduced already, I thought it wasn't even creepy. But Marisha is sticking to her role. Absolutely love it. Like they're just like so clean with it. I cannot stress how fucking cool they all are. I want to see Matt almost put himself, but we'll get to Matt in a second. But Sam playing FCG, amazing. Fern, love Fern. Already probably heard it in the recent clips. Imogen, again, I like Imogen. Orm is my dude. It'd be crazy if they kill off like Orm or one of them. So like with the I'll call them, what do you call them? Not like a battle. They get to a battle stage, but like you can use multiple words for what things are, and someone would kind of understand. When you kind of like. What they're talking about. I'm trying to like call them like occurrences or something, but during the battles they can fuck up and die, right? The story is the story unfolding like because I'm saying Matt and Travis, right, worked on this one together, and they all did, right? Well, in their characters, but Matt and Travis. I don't know if I just said Matt and someone else, but Matt and Travis. They worked on this together, right? So they know things about the story that are going to take twists and stuff. And is Matt as a DM during this journey kind of like trying to keep them? Are there certain things that will happen that kind of keep them in line? That almost seems like how it goes as the Dungeon Master. You have certain things in the story that keep everybody in a linear fashion, so the story goes more smoothly. Like they're following this kind of path that he has them on, but are they still creating the story as they go? But are certain moments going to be scripted where shit gets fucked up? I'm pretty sure like their roles and stuff unfold the story as it goes, right? Because why would you even roll, or why would you even do certain things? But it got really chaotic by the end, I could see, which is, I think that is just playing into what Matt wanted. And also, I actually seen compilations of him having really bad roles, or like really fucking bad roles, and during this he seems like he's hitting, and seems really, even when I seen him have bad roles, he's a good sport about it. But continuing, yeah, Orm, Ashton is, they're all so cool. You can't even rank them. Orm's my favorite though. I can say that. I can put him above all of them. He's my favorite. I don't know if Travis is gonna die, but I hope Travis's next character becomes, if he dies, I want Travis. I like Travis, like, as just, I even ended up watching like the behind the sheets or whatever that series was, where they were kind of like talking about their life and how they grew up. And Travis, man, it's even funny that I went to actually, is that a bit too much? Okay, I won't say. Something in Travis's life actually lined up with mine, and that was pretty cool. Another thing, coming back to Matt, was that when I was watching Matt's mannerisms, is he Canadian? Not because of the mannerisms, but is he? Because it would just be funny, because my friend that I've mentioned in some videos, Sasha, he's French Canadian, but his mannerisms are a lot like Matt's. And actually, he let his hair grow very long when I last seen him, like Matt's. And he kind of shares some facial features like Matt. Some weird Matrix shit going on here. But that took me out for a bit, because as I paid more attention to him, he almost talks and makes sound effects like him. Like Matt, there was so much of a familiar vibe from Matt because of my friend. Like, it was creepy. Like, my friend would do all these like these like, and I honestly think my friend played Dungeons and Dragons, which, I don't know, weird synchronicities, if we will. You know, the universe is very weird. But I am telling you right now, I am enjoying this. So where they're at right now, I can't tell you the name of the building, or what district they're in. I'm trying to pay attention to all that, but to actually like hold it all in my mind with everything else I'm thinking about, I'm kind of losing track of certain details. Also in between, that's what I noticed too. It's almost like distortion, but I don't want to call it distortion. They have a lot of little moments where sometimes like they kind of laugh over each other, do certain things, or where certain things aren't clear. So I kind of get jumbled in that and forget really where they might be, or zones. But for the most part, I know the premise of everything that's going on. So like I said, I think this is their first job, and it's still kind of like a training thing. It's not the official contract from Bertrand's employer, but it's like kind of more of a test to see if they're ready for the real deal. But it's kind of a real deal, or it might even be revealed that this was the real deal, like this was the real entrance into everything going on, or it's all a setup, or who knows. You know, I feel like with me, I really have that storyteller aspect to me. So I would do, if I would write something, I would do really big twists. So again, overthinking too. My mind goes everywhere where you could go with stuff like this. Whew, that's a lot. But right now, I know they're just trying to look for, they're investigating this warehouse. That's where it is. And during the investigation, it got fucking chaotic. So Orm is the man who stepped to the plate to have Dorian turn him invisible for an hour, go in the facility while they're on this stakeout, while the workers and shit left. And as they left, as like I think the main person, or maybe one of the workers that was there, I can't remember the name, see, because I'm not really good with keeping the names of the NPCs that Matt really introduced. There was also a cool moment with Bertrand trying to get the cloak from the little dude running by, but they all take their positions, which was the team back door and team front door. Who's gonna watch the back, stake out the back, or stake out the back part, and team front door who was gonna watch the self-explanatory. There was I think a sexual joke there with this team, this back door doesn't have a crack or something like that. That was fucking hilarious. I was just dying. I'm trying to see what else. Okay. boom. So team front door, which I thought was really funny when Laudna was like, oh, it's cute how oblivious Orm is. Orm's inside, invisible, no lights, and kind of feeling his way around. So that was the most fucking funny part when Laudna put her voice in his head, and then everybody was like doing the little trail voice. I talked about it in one of the clips. Hopefully now this part is sounding more structural and making a bit more sense than all the other parts, because I was trying to kind of chaotically record and unrecord parts. But for the most part, that was a really funny fucking moment. And I don't know if she could speak back to Orm, or did she tell Orm that? Actually, I think they didn't even get a chance, unless that totally slipped my mind, because I'm pretty sure the episode ended there after well the next thing I'm going to say is the people who left the building, Bertrand ran after the trail. It was kind of like, oh, you know, they had to make a stealth check at the front door as they were leaving. So whoever's at the front, fuck, who's at the front? Is it Imogen or Imogen? Oh, I'm gonna say her name so wrong. I'm gonna call it Imo. Imo? I want to call her Imo. I don't want to call her Imo. Imo. Fucking, is it Imo, Bertrand, Dorian? And then are the rest of them at the back? But then wouldn't that mean Laudna's at the front? Because she noticed them leave, but them at the back wouldn't notice. Okay, something happened where it got even more chaotic, because I'm pretty sure Team Backdoor doesn't know what happened. FCG, Fern, and I think Ashton are all in the back. So there's no way I think they know what's going on in the front. I guess Laudna's there in the front too, because she would know. Because she tried to... Okay, so that's where I said it got chaotic, because after they made the stealth check, I think Laudna almost failed hers, but the Dorian and whoever, and Bertrand who passed, kind of grabbed her and hit her because her stealth check was bad. Well, okay, so Bertrand ran off to tell who left. He was like, oh, I'm going, because Matt was like, okay, someone's like... I don't think he said someone's got to follow him, but it was kind of like, okay, so they kind of amongst themselves was like, someone has to tail them. So Bertrand ran, like, I'm going. And then Imo was like, she said, I'm going too. But she was supposed to be, like, that's what kind of started getting funnier, was in the moment where she explained how she can telepathically talk to you, she has to be able to see you. They were going to communicate with Orm, but Orm's invisible. So they only have the 3 minutes from when she seen him. So that didn't end up working. So anyways, she ends up running off with Bertrand. And so they're running. Laudna's trying to communicate with her. Just so much chaotic shit is going on. And meanwhile, Orm does not know any of this is going on, because he's not only invisible in the facility for an hour in complete darkness. He didn't turn on any light, like he didn't use any of his torch or anything, or maybe anything to his kit that he has. So he is there. Now Dorian is in the front, walking nervously back and forth, and which I want to touch on about his character, which I'm not too big on, but the focus. He said he has to remain very focused when having someone invisible, but he's walking back nervously, like pacing back and forth. That doesn't seem like a focused mind state. So wouldn't that end the duration a little bit earlier of Orm's invisibility? Because I know, well, I don't want to say too much logic like shit. I want to say, leave it as free as it could be. But when you're meditating, a lot, like, I know this for myself, I can fall into a deep meditation where the world around me falls and the world I create becomes to light in my mind. But if that is the type of focus he needs to have to keep someone invisible, how could he be pacing back and forth nervously and like kind of anxiously? Because the way he described it, if you watch, he was like this, and that's not focused. There'd be no way that, so I wonder if Matt will bring that up in the next, when they carry over to next week, that the duration gets shortened because technically he's not focused. His mind is worried, and if you have a worried mind, you're not focused. So I don't know. I don't know. And also, I kind of wish I was putting this out earlier to say this, but like, you know, maybe they take a suggestion, but that's a bit weird to me because I definitely know that from meditating and how your focus works when putting your attention towards something. And if your mind is anxious and there should be a debuff. To me, there should be a drawback from doing that because he said he can't really do any other action. He can't like leave. Well, yeah, he said this, and he said that like it can't really be, I don't know if it was him to go inside or he can't leave off to get supplies and stuff when they were brainstorming plans, because he has to be focused if he makes someone invisible. So I don't know. I'm just basically going off of what he implied about the focus. If that's true, I don't think he should even be nervous right now. I feel like that was kind of like a little bit of an L on his part to mention, because then he's not focused. So Orm's invisibility will fall short. Hopefully no one comes in, but knowing Matt, he's probably about to pull something crazy because the group kind of ended all over the place a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can say. Honestly, what I can say is, I think I said it in the other clips. I don't want to say please don't get comfortable. I just don't want to let any of you down if you don't see me really posting consistent, Critical Role content, and you're subscribing to me for that specifically. I would actually, just because of who I am, I would say like unsubscribe if you want, because like I'm still going to continue to do my own thing on the channel, but definitely Critical Role reactions or kind of like breakdown-ish shit that I'm doing is close to the top of my list of things I do want to start including now that I'm an honorary critter. But I would not want to let you guys down with like, if you expect me to like hit every single episode of stuff like that, don't expect too high, because I still want to focus on the other things that I'm doing. So yeah, with that said, I am more than grateful. Like, I can't even stress that enough. I think I'm at, like I said, for those of you who've watched my other video, I choose happiness, and I choose happiness through anything, no external means. But I can truly say that I'm at a point where I'm really happy watching this. It's like I was never really into like watching TV shows or anything like that television programming, wink wink, but even some Netflix series have to do a lot to catch me. Like The Last Kingdom, I will always say is the best show. But what I can say from watching D&D from their level, like on the entertainment level of it, because there was something I mentioned that doesn't matter now, I'm not even going to touch on it, but knowing kind of, I just enjoy this. I actually enjoy this because I'm building the pictures in my head. I know you guys can probably relate with that. It feels like it's almost strengthening my imagination in a way. Like, it's such a hard thing to it's not hard to explain, but it's almost like this. What is understood does not have to be explained. That's what I like that saying. That's going to be my saying that I really stick by. But what is understood and what is felt doesn't need to be explained. I'm grasping at the little pieces of my fucking consciousness I have before I knock out. But truly, these are experiences. Yeah, these are experiences. I have to get a D&D. I don't know, like, I'm okay playing the Dungeon Master or like being it or being a player, but I have to get this together somehow. It was something that I will into existence. I will it. I want to play a D&D. Like, I'm still like I said, still by this point, I'm still kind of getting a hold of I can guess a little bit more now when a lot of the skill checks, I feel like almost confident I see when a perception, wisdom, whatever history check is coming, I kind of can see them coming now. Also, if you got to the end of this, thank you. Loads of deja vu. I know that maybe, I know people feel like they got their concepts on what deja vu is, but for those of you who looked a little bit deeper into what deja vu is, I'm getting a lot of deja vu that almost made me, it didn't take away from the enjoyment that I was having, but it did make me feel slightly uneasy how much deja vu I was having, almost like I've watched all this before. But other than that, great. Other than that, great. I can't say anything else. It's fucking great. And I am saying I should have caught a fucking thumbnail before they left. I think I can't go back now. I think it's unlisted. It's probably it's probably gone. Yeah, it's gone. Video unavailable. It's gone. It's a shame. Actually, it's not a shame. I'm just I should have thought about getting a thumbnail sooner. Well, yeah. All I can say again is a big thank you to, I don't know if many people will stay subscribed to me due to if I don't post, but thanks for the fucking experience regardless if you do or not. And I'm out of here. Feel free to leave everything below. I will be again reading everything, and see ya. Peace.